Virgo, what's up, y'all? How y'all doing? What's good with you? It's time for your weekly check-in. We're going to see what's going on with you guys for the third week of October. October week 3. I got a couple of things I need to babble about. I'll make it as quick as possible. First and foremost, if you need a personal reading, you can go to my website, tarotwithrich.com. I have a link for that right down here in the description. Tomorrow, Saturday, October 11th, is going to be our next round of weekly live readings right here on this channel. You can pre-order on my website. They're read in the order of which they come in. And the video will remain on my channel permanently. So $22.22, you can order a reading, ask a question, and we go live and read it right here on this channel. And like if you're busy tomorrow and you don't have time to sit through the live stream, you could come back the next day and go to the comments and go straight to your reading and click on it. It's pretty cool. Anyway, more on that on my website. Also, we're still having we're still needing a little bit of time getting my newest course together. So we went ahead and decided to roll out the good old course, How to Attract Your Life Partner. If you bought the bundle, you already have this one, but for the new faces, you're going to hear it explained in a way that nobody else is teaching it on the internet. So link for that's in the description as well. All right, let's jump into this. Let's see how the energy's looking. Virgo and the person they're dealing with. October week 3. How's the energy looking? Oh, that's yelling at me. Uh-oh. 5 of Swords. That's not good. Uh-oh. Ooh, and the Tower. That's probably my favorite Tower card of any tarot deck that I've ever had. Isn't that cool? Lightning struck the haunted house. That's badass. But with the 5 of Swords, ooh, yeah. And the Devil. And the Knight of Wands. Okay, so the good news is I don't think you have anything to worry about. So let me just get that out of the way. Okay? You ain't got nothing to worry about. This person ain't gonna do shit. But I do think they are utilizing a lot of their free time to think about how they would like to sabotage you. They're at least thinking about it. I don't think they're gonna do shit. Or if they do try to do some shit, it ain't gonna work. You know? But I think for the majority of you, they ain't gonna do nothing. They just salty. They just salty. Most salty people just sit around and sabotage themselves, wishing bad things on other people, you know? And you gotta be careful with that, man. You gotta be real careful with that. Even if somebody did you wrong. This is where spirituality really comes into play. Even if somebody did you wrong, you gotta be real careful sitting around wishing that something bad happens to them. You gotta be real careful with that. You gotta be real careful with that. You will attract that shit into your own life again. That's a different topic for a different time. I don't want to get carried away on that, but yeah, most salty people just sit around and fantasize about all the horrible shit they would like to see happen to other people, and yeah, they usually just end up manifesting their own demise like that. But yeah, that's all I'm really seeing here. I'm not really seeing any action, you know, just tension, just silent tension. All right, some of you, let's see who I got here. Some of y'all dealing with a Pisces. I also have Sagittarius. Okay, oh, I got Capricorn too. Yeah, Devil card. All right, well, let's see how they feel about you at the deepest level. What are their deepest feelings, energies, and intentions? Moon card again. Hang on. Ooh. Okay. So they're at that place mentally where they're starting to realize what they did. They're starting to see the error of their ways, but they're not quite ready to accept it. You know? Have you ever been there where, you know, most of us, I think, have done this many times when we were young. Hopefully there's no grown adults like this. I don't know, but you know where you do something stupid, you do something fucked up, and you just try to ignore it and justify it and put it behind you. And then later on down the line, it creeps back up into your mind and starts attacking you with your conscience. And then you get to that point where you're like, God damn it, man. I was wrong. I was an asshole. Oh, I was stupid, you know, but I don't want to admit it. You just let it eat you up on the inside, you know. It's like your conscience is attacking you. You can't outrun it, but you aren't a big enough person to open up and be honest about it, you know. It's kind of where I'm seeing this person. And that's another reason why I think they're starting to think about how they would like to sabotage you, because, you know, what is the easiest way, not the right way, the easiest way to transmute the energy of guilt and shame? The quickest, fastest, easiest way to deal with the energy of guilt and shame is to transmute it and turn it into anger and project it onto someone else. Because guilt and shame means I'm angry at myself. Well, I don't want to be angry at myself. So if I can just come up with a few excuses in my mind and trick myself and lie to myself and blow smoke up my own ass, I can figure out how to transmute that and project it at anger at you, you know? If I'm going to be mad at somebody, I'd rather be mad at you than mad at myself, right? So, yeah, this person's in a pickle. They're in a pickle. There's that devil card again. If you're dealing with somebody that had an addiction issue, I highly doubt they're clean. They're probably even worse, you know. Oh, but this person's a mess, man. They're an absolute mess. Trying desperately to find somebody new. That's the most badass Seven of Cups card I've ever seen. Isn't that cool? That's a badass Seven of Cups, dude. I like that. I wish I had that as a poster. I'd hang that on my wall. That's cool as fuck. Okay, all right. Well, let's get some advice here. Let us get some advice. Blue, de blue, buddy, blue. Okay, this is a tough one. This one's a tough one. All I'm going to tell you is this. All I'm going to tell you is that you're at a very delicate pace. Blah. You're at a very delicate place in your path right now. A very delicate place. And some of you, as well, especially those of you who just feel very alone, you know, whether it's friends, romance, family, you just seem like you're on a path by yourself. A lot of times the universe will align your life to where you're all by yourself for a while. And there's a reason for that. The reason is the path you're on right now is so straight and narrow, and what you're being prepared for is so tedious and delicate that it would not be difficult at all for anyone who you allow into your life to sabotage your path. So, I don't know. I'm just going to tell you that things are the way they are right now for a reason. If the universe ripped this person out of your life, now especially those of you dealing with somebody that the universe has ripped this person out of your life for the third or fourth time now, it's happening that way for a reason. The universe don't want this person in your life. Sometimes one of the hardest things to do, you know what your biggest test, your biggest spiritual test is trusting that things are happening for a reason in the middle of things going horribly wrong, right? See, it's always easy to spout the claim that everything happens for a reason when things are going good, right? Everything's looking good, money's good, love life is good, friends, family, social life, everything is going good. Oh, it's real easy to look back on everything and see how everything happened for a reason to lead you to where you are, right? But when things aren't going good, when things are questionable, when things aren't going according to plan, then all of a sudden, it seems like things happening for a reason just gets up and flies out the window, huh? Holding on to the faith that things are happening for a reason is one of the hardest things you can do on the spiritual path. But if you can do it, and if you can hold that, and sometimes it feels like it is a fucking eternity, I'm going to tell you what, before you know it, you're going to be laughing your ass off. It's going to be funny as shit. You're going to look back on this person and laugh. See, because they're about to sabotage their own life. They stay on the path they're on, they're going down. You stay on the path you're on, you're going up. If the two of you come together, I got news for you. You can't drag them up, but they can drag you down. I know it's unfair as shit. We all wish that we could grab people and drag them up the mountain. That's not the way the earth game works. For some reason, the way the universal laws are put together in this matrix, you can't drag somebody up the mountain, but you can drag them down the mountain. If you want to go up the mountain, you got to go alone. And if you want somebody to come with you, you can't make them. You can just cross your fingers and hope that they choose to walk the path with you. If they choose not to, ain't nothing you can do about it. All right, gear shifting time now. Let's see how the energy's looking for the singles. It's been looking kind of bleak for most of the signs, I ain't gonna lie. How's the energy looking for the single Virgos? Anything coming in? Good, bad, the good, the bad, the ugly, and everything in between. What's coming in for Virgo? Boo-doo-doo. 8 and 9 of Pentacles, both reversed, jumped out back to back. Sun cards, 7, 8, 9 of Pentacles, all came out reversed. That's weird. Okay. Well, this is weird. This is strange. So I do kind of feel like there is somebody in your vicinity. It does not look like this is going anywhere, though. What I can't figure out, though, usually when this comes out, the most common message that comes through along with this energy is it's somebody more interested in you than you are them. But I don't have the card that would indicate that here. It does kind of indicate, though, that there is a potential love option, a potential offer, but it just does not look like and I'm not seeing anything indicating you being interested at all. So I don't know, maybe if this is just somebody that has secret feelings for you. That's probably what it is, honestly. Probably somebody that has secret feelings for you, and maybe you just intimidate them a little bit. So it doesn't really look like an offer is being made. It doesn't look like this is really going anywhere. What I'm trying to figure out, though, is that do you even know who the hell I'm talking about? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Maybe some of you do, some of you don't. I don't know. It's not even giving me a crumb. It's not even giving me a hint. But I do think there is somebody that's had their eye on you for a while. Maybe it's split down the middle. Some of you know who I'm talking about, some of you don't. And for a lot of you, it might be somebody at the workplace. Okay. Well, I guess let's look and see their intentions. Are they actually trying to settle down with somebody and have something real? What's their intentions? Uh-oh, they're lonely. Lonely, empty, codependent. Ever since their last relationship came to an end, they've just been lonely and wanting to fill that void. Maybe, I'm going to say a real specific message here. I normally don't like to get this specific in a general reading here on my channel, but this looks to me, if I saw this in a personal reading, what I would say is this person was hurt very bad by somebody they were absolutely in love with. And you remind them of all the good things about that person. That's what this looks like. That's what it feels like. Like they were absolutely in love with the last person they was with. And you have all the good qualities of that person. I know that's like really specific. I normally don't get that specific in these videos here on my main channel, but it's yelling at me. So, but the main thing I'm looking for is their intentions, meaning, are they playing games? Are they bullshitting you? Trying to blow smoke up your ass, use you for sex or anything like that? I don't think so. I don't see bad intentions. I just see a very lonely fucking individual with very low self-confidence, by the way, which does not make matters better. All right, well, I guess let's get some advice. What's the advice? Oh, I haven't given this advice in a while. Okay. Well, you can dig into this deeper. For those of you who missed the memo, today we just released a course from my school. It's not the new one. Okay, we're still working on that, but we brought out how to attract your life partner. Okay, that's in my school, and I'll brush over some of the things here, but it'll go in depth into that course. But I can tell you this much, and maybe this matters to you, maybe it don't. Some people don't care, but you ain't gonna have to try to figure out who your person is. It ain't gonna work that way. The universe is not stupid enough to try to bring you and your person together and accidentally fuck it up. You are not going to meet the right person at the wrong time. Every time I hear somebody say that, I want to slap the shit out of them. How fucking stupid do you think the universe is? Just because you really want to be with them doesn't mean that they are your person. God damn, how many people have we met in our life that we thought was our person we really wanted to be with? You're not going to have to go searching for them. You're not going to have to try to figure it out. You're not going to have to put them through all kinds of tests. When you are in vibrational alignment with your fucking person, it doesn't matter if that person lives in China. The two of you are going to come together in the craziest, most unexpected way that you would never be able to figure out how to make happen in a million years on your own. Why am I saying that? Because sometimes people actually believe that it's possible that their person could be somebody that they already know, but it's going to pass them up because they can't figure it out. No. When you're in vibrational alignment with your fucking person, it's going to fucking happen, period. There's nothing that's going to stand in the way. There is no challenge. There is no obstacle. There is no blockage. There is no nothing that's going to prevent the two of you from coming together, period. So why I say that is, yes, it is very likely that somebody around you is very interested in you. If it doesn't come together naturally and organically, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I am not saying that when you meet your person, everything is going to be perfect. Rainbows and unicorns, no. But I'm going to tell you what, there will be no confusion about how that person feels about you. There will be no confusion regarding what that person's intentions are. There will be no confusion regarding where you stand with that person. There will be no confusion regarding where this connection is going, right? So if there's somebody around you and there's all this weird, complicated confusion and mixed signals, and that's not your fucking person. It's not going to be that complicated. Again, that doesn't mean there will be no challenges. What I'm saying is no challenge will be so great that it'll prevent things from happening. Doesn't matter if y'all live 5,000 miles apart. That 5,000 miles ain't going to mean shit when it's time for y'all to come together. So, if there's somebody around you that's interested in you and, you know, you're wondering, oh, well, what if, is it my person? What if it's the right person at the wrong time? You know, what if, no. So, just throwing that out there so that you don't drive yourself crazy wondering whether or not you might accidentally miss something. No. It's actually really simple. And this goes across the board, dealing with the universe. When it comes to attracting anything, it's simple. Especially romantic love interest, your soul contracts, your divine life partner. It's simple. It's not complicated. It's not going to be so complicated that it's going to do this to you. So, again, some people don't care. But if you're like me, where I was at the point, well, I am happily married to my divine life partner, but I was at that point where if you ain't my person, I don't want you. I don't care. I'll die alone. I don't care. I'll either be with my person or I'll be alone. I don't give a shit. When it's time for the universe to bring that person into my life, it'll happen. If not, well, then it won't. Fuck it. I don't care. If you're of that mindset, don't drive yourself nuts trying to figure it out. Allow it to happen the way it naturally wants to happen. If somebody's around you that has an interest in you and they're too afraid to come talk to you, they're too afraid to shoot their shot, then don't worry about it. Just let it pass you by. But if you do want to get in there and get all tangled up in that web of confusion, then by all means, go right ahead. All right, y'all, I feel like those were the messages that my Virgo family needed to hear. So I'm going to go ahead and end this video here. Thanks again for tuning in and playing along. Don't forget, information for personal readings is down here in the description. Also, don't forget, tomorrow, October 11th, Saturday, we're going to be doing our next round of weekly live readings right here on this channel. You can pre-order on my website. $22.22. We read them live every Saturday. They're read in the order of which they come in. And the video will be on my channel permanently with all the readings timestamped in the comments, so you can go straight to it anytime you want. All the information on that is on my website, and the link is in the description. All right, y'all, I'm out of here. I'll see you sometime between now and the rest of all eternity. Stay blessed.